Hi my loves, and thank you for joining me yet again for another video here at the Fab Live. I have got a video for you today which is all about designer items and finding the high street equivalent, achieving the look for less. Look out for more videos on fashion, health, beauty, hair, all sorts. Please keep that notification bell on so that you are aware when I do put out a new video. If I can find all items, they will be listed in the description box down below with links, so do make sure you open that box so that you can find the links, and if they are sold out I will put a similar item of a similar price point, perhaps hopefully from the same brand, but it may be from a different brand, but of that similar aesthetics. Now I'm coming back to Balmain again. This time I want to talk about the Balmain classic houndstooth cardigan. I think that this is a great option for those houndstooth trends that have been creeping up and been going on for quite a while, but it just makes it a little bit more wearable as a cardigan rather than as some of the coats and jackets that we've been seeing around in that houndstooth print. The Balmain houndstooth cardigan, which looks like this, I'll put this up here, retails for £1,480 I think it is, and I found this beautiful cardigan for £24.99, but it just goes to show that actually for a fraction of that cost you can still get a similar design aesthetic, and also a great way to try out the trend if you're perhaps not so much into pattern or into houndstooth and you don't want to invest in a whole coat. And there are some differences between this and the Balmain cardigan, of course they are in totally different price points, so as expected there might be one or two details that are missing. For example, there are no gold buttons on the cuff, there are also no gold buttons on the pockets. In fact, this has no pockets at all, whereas the Balmain one does. So perhaps if I do eventually get onto eBay and buy those gold buttons, I probably will pick up a few as well here and pop them on the cuff. It still does retain some of the details though. For example, the black tie detail of course is going to help to promote that female silhouette by cinching in the waist and creating that beautiful shape, but it still delivers in the vibe and the look that you're going for, especially if you're wearing all black. This is a great injection of jazziness to that outfit. If you're wearing all white, for example, then again this is just going to break up your outfit up a little bit. It's still going to be lovely thrown over jeans and a white t-shirt in that very relaxed manner. It certainly feels well made, so I don't have any problems in terms of quality, and I don't think I'm going to have any problems in terms of the wearability and the versatility of this piece. And coming back to footwear, we are going to talk about another classic shoe, which is the GIANVITO ROSSI Plexi pumps or Plexi shoes. I feel like GIANVITO ROSSI immortalised that perspex trend, which has now trickled down everywhere into every store. Now I've got a pair of GIANVITOs here, and I went for the black toe cap but with the nude heel. This would help me tie in with a lot of the nudes and brown colours that I tend to wear. Of course you can't see quite so easily, but it has got the perspex in between. These by the way retail for between £530 to £570, depending on if they're suede like these, or if they are patent then they go up to about £570. It's just such a beautiful shoe. It really has become such a classic, and really you can tell with these classics because other brands start to take their inspiration, shall we say, and incorporate them into their own designs. So I have got a high street renditions to show you of these GIANVITO ROSSIs. This flat pair from Primark for £10. I just don't think you can beat that, £10, and it's just a great way to perhaps try that trend if you weren't sure whether you would get on with that perspex style, for example. It's a great way to try it. Also it's great for work because they're flatter rather than the heels, which are maybe more evening or dinner. But of course again at £10 you are going to be missing some details. For example, this Primark one does not have the two holes that we come to expect from the GIANVITOs, which make the shoe more breathable. I'm not sure how easy that will be to pick up on camera, but here with the GIANVITOs you can see that there are actually two little holes there, just there, and it makes the shoe super breathable but also stops that steamy look. So I obviously haven't worn the Primark ones yet, they've still got the tag on them. I don't know yet if I wear them, whether they're going to steam up. I really hope not, but those are the kind of details that we've come to expect from more of the higher end brands. Now, how can I talk about classic designer items without talking about the fabulously sleek and chic trench coat? Trench coats have been done, of course, by lots of brands, but the two most identifiable and iconic ones are the Burberry trench coat, which look like this, and of course the Aquascutum trench coat, which looks like this. Both of those epitomise that classic trench coat because they have clean lines, they have no frills, and they keep to one or two military style details like the epaulettes, for example, and the gold buttons. That Burberry trench coat that I was just talking about would set you back about £1,500, whereas the Aquascutum one, a fraction more affordable at £650. Or this absolutely stunning River Island trench coat in the stone colour with gold details, and this retailed for, I think it was £80. I love even the little details like the pocket having this gold zipper. Even on high street pieces, when they have these extra details in them, you can see that more thought has gone into them, and it elevates your outfit, can start to resemble more of the designer counterparts because some of those details are there in place, from the epaulettes, from the gold buttons, from the zipper, from the gold buckle, not just on the waist but actually also on the cuff as well. River Island tend to bring out their classic trench coats every spring summer. Last time they did it in this stone colour, but they also did it in the most beautiful navy blue colour, which I was so tempted about, but I felt like I needed a more classic colour initially in my wardrobe. But I absolutely love navy blue, and as outerwear I think navy blue is so chic and a better alternative personally than black, especially for daytime. It's just a little less harsh, so I would have loved to pick up the navy blue. If they do it again this season in blue, I will definitely be snapping it up. But trench coats, of course, are such a great trend for springtime. They're exactly the sort of lighter weight material that you want to be wearing in spring. Nothing too heavy, but it's not quite warm enough as in the summer to be without any outerwear. I'm coming on now to my last two pieces of clothing and one footwear, so well done for sticking with me because we are almost at the end. Now, these two clothing brands have become so synonymous with that floaty, flirty, girly silhouette. Great for casual days out, great for as a wedding guest outfit. They are just two brands that I absolutely love the look of. The first of those two brands is Zimmermann. There's not one particularly iconic item that I have to talk about in terms of Zimmermann, but a couple of particular details I feel really are iconic to Zimmermann. The first is fabric. They tend to make a lot of their pieces in beautiful lace or broderie anglaise. And other than fabric, Zimmermann tend to have their signature details, things like layers and ruffles and lattice details on their cuffs or hems or even around the waist of their dresses. Now, a couple of classic Zimmermann dresses are, of course, firstly, the Riker dress is this long sleeve dress. I'll put up a picture here, which retails for about £250. And the Roma dress, which of course was worn by Kate Middleton a couple of years ago, which retailed for about £250, but after she wore it, it skyrocketed to about £400. The piece I want to show you is this beautiful cotton dress from H&M, and it was £25. It's not particularly trying to be any one Zimmermann dress, like I said, it's just incorporating some of those details. So, firstly we have the ruffles, which just add that flirty feminine touch. We've got here the lattice details along the chest area, but also on the sleeves. And it's just got a lot of movement to it, so it makes it super girly and super flirty, and it just reminded me of Zimmermann. And of course it is white as well, which they tend to have, that I would say is their signature colour. If you wanted to toughen up your outfit a little bit, either black gladiator sandals or even a tan brown gladiator sandal would be beautiful, and then you could really tie in that colour with tan accessories. The other clothing brand I want to talk about is Self Portrait, and I would say their one classic signature dress is the Azalea dress, which looks like this. I know you've seen that everywhere. It has the signature thin spaghetti straps. It's got that beautiful intricate lace. It's got the raw hem that's been hand cut, and of course it's got the ladder trim in some of their other pieces as well. Now this comes in a variety of colours. The self-portrait dress retails for about £250. I'll put a picture of the red one because I have got the most beautiful red dupe for that, which is also from H&M. Now this retailed for £50, such a beautiful dress. It's got a nude underlay that's attached to it. Again, we've got those eyelet details in the lace, if you can see the bits of the frilly lace there all along the neckline, just giving that little bit more of a feminine touch. It's got that same eyelet lace trim on the hem of the dress. Such a beautiful dress for dinner. It did also come in a couple of different colours as well. I think the white would be beautiful for a summer garden party, obviously not to someone else's wedding, but it would be great for a summer party or a garden party. But I loved this red one, and actually I didn't really have a nice red dress. I thought this would be great more for evening wear. And finally, I'm coming on to the last designer trend, which are jeweled shoes. Now jeweled shoes, I appreciate, are actually found in lots of different brands, but I feel like the two brands that have really captured this and they're known for this is Manolo Blahnik and Roger Vivier. The Manolo Blahnik handgeeses of course were immortalised by Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City. Let me know down below if you used to watch Sex and the City. Did you love it as much as I did? I always felt like I was somewhere in between Charlotte's very classic style and Carrie's injection of fashion forward moments, a lot of clash, a lot of print. I'm definitely somewhere in between. Let me know if you used to watch Sex and the City, who your favourite character was, but also who your favourite sartorial style was as well. So if you watch Sex and the City, or you just might know about the Manolo Blahnik handgeeses, they look like this, and they're such a beautiful shoe in that satin, so stunning. But if your style is a little bit more old school, or if your mother is a little bit more old school like mine is, then for sure you will recognize the jeweled shoe trend from a beautiful brand that is Roger Vivier. The Manolo Blahnik handgeeses, they retail for about £750. I'll put that up here. And the Roger Vivier Flower Strass Buckle Pump retails for a whopping £1,250, I think it is, and I'll put that up here. The dupe I have to show you is not particularly identical to either of those. It is just the trend itself of the jeweled shoe, and this is from Dune. This is a beautiful way to incorporate that trend, to elevate any outfit. If you're going for a simple dress, whether it's a simple black dress, a simple white dress, whether you're going for grey, because I do love greys in my wardrobe, then you can have a pair of shoes like this that just elevate your outfit, give that little bit of detail to your outfit. It's a great way to jazz up jeans and a cute white shirt, for example, if you're going out in the evening but you want a little bit more of a relaxed look, so you don't want to wear a dress but you want to go in jeans, but this can still make your outfit look quite dressy without actually trying too hard. Now Dune also have a pair of shoes called the Brianna shoes, and they are almost identical dupe, I would say, to the Manolo Blahniks. So if you really like that Manolo Blahnik look, you've always wanted to dress like Carrie Bradshaw but don't quite have her budget, then I think that the Dune Brianna shoes are such a great dupe, and they are satin as well, so they really give that look. I've talked before about versatility and longevity in cost per wear, and because of that I tend to go more for leathers and suedes, because I feel that I can wear them more in the daytime as well as in the evening, whereas the satins I find harder to pull off in the daytime, unless of course it was just for occasion wear. So my loves, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you got to the end, then you are an OG viewer. I would love for you to leave the words Carrie Bradshaw in the comment box down below, and I'll know that you definitely got to the end of this video where I talked about these jeweled shoes. There will be a part 2 coming up at some point, which will be specifically focused on designer bags and the perfect dupes, and 1 or 2 shoes as well. Thank you so much for watching. You've been watching The Fab Life, and I will see you very, very soon.